It's time to get our hands dirty, people. So sit back, roll up your sleeves, and as we've heard so many times, listen carefully. Firstly, a disclaimer. I want to state that I am in no way advocating violence, racism, or any kind of takeover of any sort, hate speech or radicalism. I am most certainly not advocating any form of civil disobedience. I'm simply exercising my right to the freedom of speech. I want to state categorically, I'm sick and tired of having to apologize for our forefathers. I'm not Jan van Riebeeck. I did not create or have anything to do with apartheid. I therefore am no longer going to take the blame for something I had nothing to do with. Secondly, I did not vote for the ANC. I do not recognize them. I will not follow them. I will no longer tolerate the theft, nepotism and corruption, and I will no longer pay for it. I'm no longer going to pay in excess of 50% of what I earn to a government that doesn't recognize me and gives me nothing in return for my money. I do not see a future for the law-abiding citizen of South Africa. I believe that whatever the future holds in the South African politics, whether it be a continuation of the ANC or the EFF or any other party that's advocating the fight for liberation, I have decided for me and my family and friends, I am now going to liberate myself. I'm sick to death of being marginalized, being a second-class citizen in my own home, being told how the demographics of my business should look and who I can and cannot employ, that because of my skin color as a white male, I cannot get employment. I'm sick of hearing the political rhetoric from certain sectors ranting and raving about give land back. You don't want the land. You wouldn't know what to do with it. You will lead us into starvation. What you're actually saying is, you want the economics on the land, which is a different thing altogether. You want the prosperity from the land. So maybe you should start actually saying that. Once you have taken what you want off the land, you'll leave the land barren and empty and go on to your next meal ticket. I'm tired of the demands of others for money, land and acceptance. I'm tired of a sense of entitlement, all based on lies. Lies that have been systematically fed to our people to cause economic and racial divide. I also want to state that I am in no way harboring any hatred towards any other race or religious group in our country. In fact, I have many other race friends who feel exactly the same way that I do. I'm sick and tired of political leaders sowing the seeds of hatred and division, laying blame on everyone else for the situation that we find ourselves in. Not only have you corrupted our economy and brought us to our knees, but you have corrupted our people. In 23 years, none of our lives have got any better, only yours. Furthermore, I am not stupid, and I'm no longer going to be treated as such. Yes, I'm male. Yes, I'm a South African citizen. And yes, I'm white, for which I definitely will not apologize. I have the right to survival. I have the right to live in peace. I have the right to raise my family. I have the right to protect and look after them. I have the right to safety and security. I have the right to come and go as I choose. And I have the right to be happy. I'm sick and tired of living on the fringes of society, like a caged animal, in order to protect myself and my family. I'm tired of burglar bars, security gates, alarm systems, living behind walls with electric fences, etc., etc. I'm tired of paying for everything for you and then having to pay for everything again for myself. I'm no longer going to listen to your lies and play your games while life around me descends into anarchy, while people are being slaughtered around me, while the value of our life has been diminished to junk status so that you can fill your pockets with my money. The government of the ANC has done nothing other than the biggest hijacking in modern history. You have plundered and looted from day one. The difference between this and any other common criminal is magnitude. So your plan A has failed me as a South African citizen. I am now going forward with plan B. You have a right to choose to join me, no matter what your race, skin color, religious views might be. Together we will rise from the ashes of a failed state. Together we will bring back dignity. We will bring back hope. We will bring back compassion, and we will bring back stability. I believe fundamentally that the vast majority of my fellow South Africans are decent, law-abiding people. People that have been pushed and shoved around and lied to for centuries. And it's time for decency to prevail, and I believe it will. I am the man of my household. I believe that it is my duty to teach and live a moral lifestyle. Our children learn from our example. I believe that our political leaders have failed the children of this great nation in teaching values of greed, corruption, lies and hatred. If I don't stand up for the morals of my family and have the conviction of my beliefs, how can I expect anyone else to?